Just a quick intervention real quick. Just wanted to let y'all know that the water tag on this video, I couldn't like get rid of it. It was something to do with like the audio files corrupting constantly, so I had to remake the video constantly to like, you know, get it to work. But in doing so, I forgot to remove the watermark on all the other videos, so just bear with me on that. I'm sorry this took so long to come out. I had a lot of life stuff going on, that in college, but with summer around, I can finally get these videos out. So please enjoy. And thanks for giving me so much attention on the other video. Yo, I said 40 likes for part 2. Not 1,600. Nigga, am I that funny? Yes. Thanks to the views, the likes, the comments. Y'all really like me yapping about Power Rangers. So we gonna get back to it. Thanks for 700 subs, but that's enough gratitude shit. Let's get into it. Y'all remember when the Quantum Ranger with him? That nigga Eric's Quantum Ranger sauce was so immaculate, it had the creators of the show glazed, because they added him to the intro. So the episode starts, and Rancic and his goons are inside of his base, straight coward. They realize that nigga Eric's sauce is immaculate, but Rancic ain't worrying about all that, cause he has the solution. This nigga Rancic summons a mutant that has the ability to go back in time so he can go get the Q-Rex. And bro, if you have a mutant that can go back in time, send that nigga to go kill the Rangers when they're kids. Meanwhile, Eric is out there wilding on Silver Guardian number 258, 852, and 159. He's out there straight crashing out on those niggas. He's probably thinking about Wes's face while he's doing it, nigga. Hating us. The Sorry Force Rangers try and pull up on Eric for his Quantum Morpher, knowing damn well that if they try to press this nigga, it's gonna go something like this.
Take that shit off. Y'all weak ass.
I'm forcing
Or what? What's up?
Y'all have seen how these niggas have been getting done these past few episodes. These niggas are ass. They can't box. They all pull up on a rooftop, and Wes tries his hardest to talk no jutsu Eric again. This nigga just doesn't learn, bruh. You tried this shit twice, and he did not hear you out, bruh. Put the talk no jutsu down, nigga. Your ass at Eric. You have to give up the Quantum Morph, Wes. Shut your ass up, nigga. You always be getting full.
You always getting full. What the hell are you talking about, bruh?
And look at how Jen moves forward after her mans gets pressed. I would say this is W girlfriend activity. But Jen's trying to act like she didn't cheat on this nigga Wes with Eric. Editor, roll the clip.
Thank you.
Wes turns his head in disgust, as if he's not about to forgive her instantly. You know what type of chair this nigga has in his room. But before Wes can start another weak-ass speech about how the Jujutsu Kaisen was the friends we made along the way, a time hole opens in the sky. Eric tells Wes that he's going after the Q-Rex, somehow knowing that shit is a time hole. He must have read the script or something. That nigga Eric morphs, and like everything else that he does, that shit is saucy as hell. Eric summons his beast and leaps in and gets ready to take off. But before he can gain too much aura, that nigga Wes leaps off the building and transforms. Eric, you're speeding.
Man, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Nobody asked you out a bitch ass.
Wes gets up like he's late for school, realizing they time traveled back to Jurassic Park. That nigga Eric approaches that nigga while loading his gun, probably thinking he's finna chop off Wes this episode. Sorry, bruh. This is a kid show. You know that nigga Wes got plot armor. So instead of shooting that nigga Eric starts arguing with him about who was going to get the Q-Rex. Wes tries to argue back with this nigga, but then Eric just tells him,
bitch ass, punk ass, pussy ass, bitch ass, bitch ass,
and makes this nigga Wes eat straight dirt. Wes, if I was you, I would not be going for that nigga. Nigga, I'm Red Ranger. If I was you, I would have morphed, whooped his ass, took his Quantum Morpher, and emoted on him, bruh. But before Wes can lose any more aura, a dinosaur pulls up on these niggas. And instead of morphing, we decide to run. Bruh, if Tommy was in this situation, he would have roundhouse kicked that dinosaur and call it a day. Y'all trash. Anyway, those sorry ass niggas run themselves to a cliff. And instead of morphing or shooting that dinosaur, they just stand there like idiots. Wes gets tail whipped off the cliff, and Eric gives the best performance in his acting career. Yo, somebody get bro an Oscar. Cause you know Eric was happy as hell. Wes died in the past and there's no evidence? This is a dream come true for this nigga. But before Eric can get too happy, that dinosaur starts hunting that nigga down. No nemesis. He runs him into a cave and Eric hits the illegal sibling loop. Starts kicking up on that nigga like he's son. The dinosaur gets blowed and decides that it's not worth it, running away. Meanwhile, that busted ass mutant finally finds the Q-Rex, but before he can tame that bitch like a Pokemon, Wes leaps from the top rope.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Wes morphs and tries to...
Power Ranger, never give up!
Bro,
Expose him!
I can't keep doing this shit.
Expose him!
This nigga Wes is fucking ass! Every damn episode, this nigga is getting his fucking ass whooped by YN mutants. He can't box. He totes that Red Ranger suit for the fashion, nigga. And the selling doesn't stop there. Cause this nigga Eric pulls up on Wes for smoke.
Just hold it right there. Tell me, where do you think you're going?
What are you doing? The Q-Rex is right there. This nigga would rather hate on Wes than get a Megazord. Low-key, he kinda real for that. Eric crashes out and rushes at Wes. Wes parries him and then weaves another hit. He parries him again, weaves a kick. But all it takes is 3 times the charm, cause Eric catches him off guard with his clean pose strike. Pose so clean he could be inside the game for. Eric command grabs Wes and puts him inside of a death animation. Wes looks up perplexed, wondering what he did to deserve this besides be rich. Shit's crazy. Niggas can't even be rich no more. Meanwhile, that mutant got the Q-Rex and is sending it to the present to go commit acts of terrorism. Eric realizes that he's sold and tosses the garbage, Wes, away. He runs up, summons his TF Eagle, and gets the fuck on. Oh yeah, and he leaves Wes to die.
Eric! See you, Wes.
I'm not even surprised at this point, bruh. But this nigga must be a paradox, cause he comes back to save Wes and take him back to the present. The Time Force Rangers pull up to see the Q-Rex, but little do they know, it is not friendly. It starts destroying buildings, straight crashing out, and bro, y'all be talking about how the Invincible verse is the worst verse to live in. No, nigga, it's Power Rangers. You telling me I can be vibing and some YN mutant pulls up every week to boom the city for fun? No! Like bro, the Q-Rex is trying to eat a train. This is crazy. Anyway, Eric pulls up and tries to drop Wes off 5 stories, trying to chop him off again. When will you learn, Eric? The plot ain't letting this nigga Wes die. Anyway, Eric tries to talk no jutsu to Q-Rex. But you think he would have learned from Wes that this shit does not work.
Monosaurus Rex, I order you to stop right now!
Computer, translate.
Translating.
Shut the fuck up, you nasty bitch. I don't know how the fuck you jumping my son, you little nasty ass nigga. Shut your little bitch ass up, you dirty bitch. Who the fuck is this long head ass, long jawbreaker looking ass nigga?
Eric realizes he and Mr. Fantastic got something in common. They can't handle all that. He's cooked. The Time Force Rangers pull up with their Megazord and prepare to jump the Q-Rex. But little do they know, that shit was built with the latest jump-proofing technology. As a great YouTuber once said,
Tank crisscross, you can't jump me!
the Q-Rex starts tweaking before charging in. The Time Shadow shoots missiles at it and it stands there, unfazed. I eat those face ass. The Time Shadow slashes at it, causes some pain, but that only makes the crash out worse. He's the main Megazord with his double Sunday before charging a mouth blast and laying both Megazords out. Nah, this is crazy. The Rangers got boomed so bad, they demoted. That is a violation. Meanwhile, Eric gets back to base and is out there straight glazing. He asks to become the leader of the Silver Guardians, but Mr. Collins just tells him he's broke and laughs. Now, if I was Eric, I would have crashed out and done him like this. But instead, Eric leaves blowed, and just when he's ready to crash, Wes pulls up for smoke. They start arguing, but before shit can get critical, they decide to leave and wait. I know y'all see that right there. Peep them shorties in the back. Yeah, no wonder Wes wanted to leave. He was not taking the aura loss of getting his ass whooped in front of the HUD. They pull up to a construction site and Wes says he needs that quantum morpher now. Eric responds by saying that he's just mad he doesn't have the quantum sauce. And low-key, he's on to something. Like, imagine if your #1 hater was wearing a better version of your fit. I'll be ready to blow them down. But instead, Wes tries another weak-ass speech. Eric tells him to stop that shit and says he won't even be a Red Ranger soon. Wes laughs cause ain't no way, right? Right? But then Eric airdrops the collab image and Wes realizes it's cooked. His team is following that first rule of motion. Motion attracts more motion.
Came here for the boy. You want to save the city? You're gonna have to take it.
That's the way it has to be.
Quantum power!
And they get to boxing. Eric combat rolls into a karate chop, but Wes counters and flips him like a burger. But then Eric hits this Sanji kick, kicking him off. They go kick for kick before hitting that signature rival punch. They're hurting, but they get up because they're real niggas. But then they get interrupted by the Q-Rex pulling up for smoke. Eric stops sugarcoating it and blows Wes down with his Quantum Defender switch, telling him that if he gets in his way, he's gonna find Jen and make Wes relate to Adam 22. Eric runs off to go tame the Q-Rex while the Time Force Rangers pull up for round 2. The Q-Rex starts biting on them niggas like Mike Tyson, but before they can get folded again, Eric pulls up and shoots it, getting its attention. And then he proves why he's shooting nation certified. He booms the device controlling off its head and gets access to the coldest Megazord in Time Force.
Checking voice match.
That's it.
What?
You are now under my control. Sorry, Commander Khan.
Voice
Your
identification
time's up.
confirmed.
Replenish power.
He makes it crash out on the mutant, hitting it with a stray before transforming into its Megazord mode. And bro, this shit is clean. He doesn't waste no time and booms it with 6 missiles before ending it with 2 green beams like Broly, completing the mission. Whoever came up with Eric as a character needs a raise, because the idea of the 6th Ranger being a rival to the Red Ranger is genius. Eric as a character, he's deadass a perfect contrast to Wes, and him being his own Ranger instead of teaming up with the main team was always cool to watch. I think that nigga Connor Waffle said it best.
Of the entire show, he never truly felt like a 6th Ranger. He never felt like someone the Rangers could count on and work together with. Until the very end, he was stubborn, but ultimately always did the right thing.
And you'd think the writers would be done glazing this nigga, but nah, cause they gave him a battleizer. The episode starts with Eric chilling at his house with his neighbor till these suits pull up and take him to a bridge. Turn out to be mutants, and they want the quantum morpher off him so that they can get the Q-Rex. Eric refuses, and then the mutant says something wild. He says if Eric doesn't give up the Q-Rex, he gonna hunt down his neighbor and take her to a Diddy party. Eric is not trying to see his neighbor get diddled, so he summons the Q-Rex and the mutant gets control over it. Before Eric can get boomed by his own Zord, the Power Rangers pull up. Eric leaps off the bridge but then catches a stray on the way down and the Rangers get boomed. Jen pulls up and challenges the mutant to a game of pistol tag, but she loses. Who's surprised there? But before the Rangers can get sent to meet King Kai, Eric pulls up and does some of the coldest shit I've ever seen in my life.
He's getting away. That's why he's there. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Q-Rex, stop!
All right.
It's payback time.
But before Eric can get too much aura, the mutant grows big, booms the Q-Rex, and runs off to go boom the city. Bro, what did the city do? Like, I understand booming the Rangers, but why the city? Anyway, Eric morphs and pulls up to the city. Some Cyclobots try to stop him, but they just some foot soldiers. That should be light. Computer, assess crash out strategy.
Nigga, you're cooked.
The Cyclobots are about to send Eric to link with his Sentai counterpart. Before he can meet Naoto, this nigga from the future starts glazing and gives him a new crash out strategy.
Mega Battle, activate!
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, whoever made this suit needs a wage garnishment now. Cause what the fuck is this? Nigga has roller skates now? Who does he think he is? Shadow? Eric starts running through the Cyclobots, leaping between two and catching a double kill. They try and run him over with a V, but he slashes them off and then booms them with a mega crash out suit. The mutant starts booming Eric's house, but that only makes the crash out worse. He flies up to him, weaving his future switch, and turns his sword into a keyblade, no black. He gives him 3 lashes, no Zoro, and cuts the mutant down, completing the mission. Nah, look at how he descends on the Sorry Force Rangers before deactivating the Mega Crash Out. He's him. Thanks for watching this video of mine. I really appreciate it. I know it took a while to get out and I broke my promise. That's why I'm double uploading. As for the next video, let's just say we're going a little psycho.
Psycho red, psycho black, psycho blue,
Psycho yellow! Psycho pink!
now we'll show you what a psycho ranger can do.